Namaskaram, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today we have Kushal Anna with us, who is a pilot and entrepreneur, and he has this awesome company called Janki Organics, which makes awesome Neem and Turmeric tablets, which I have been consuming for the past 4 months. Sorry, not 4 months, Anna. It's been like more than a year, I think. I've been having
Yeah, it's been a year.
it. Yeah, it's been a year, and it's almost time for a refill. So I'll have to go to your website and buy.
We'll get you refill, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So Anna, how are you today? How are things going?
It's a bit hot outside. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great, Anna. Here also it's quite hot now in Kerala.
Yeah, it's humid also there.
Yeah. So before we go into the podcast, I would just like to tell the audience, the audio version of this will be available on Apple Podcast and Spotify. So if you are driving or if you're flying a flight, you can listen to it on Spotify. So Anna, with your permission, shall we go into the podcast?
Sure, Anna, sure.
Yes. So Kushal Anna has been a meditator for 8 years now, if I'm not wrong. But
Yes,
what we try to focus on the podcast is before those 8 years, what he used to do, how he decided to, become a pilot, what were all the fun things and evil things he did as a kid. So these are the things, I try to bring in the podcast. In a way, it supports me making these podcasts, and also for the viewers listening to the raw life of other meditators and seeing them just as they supports them in their sadhana. So Anna, we would like to you please begin wherever you find it comfortable, and please share the details which are unrelevant. All the unrelevant things are the ones we find most relevant.
Under 11 means by age?
Unrelevant.
Unrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought under 11.
No.
Like basically, if I have to see my life as a presently in this moment, like I would like to differentiate my life into two parts. Like before Sadhguru, after Sadhguru. I hope many people say this also, but like I grew up in born and brought up in village only. We are a Telugu family, and born and brought up in Karnataka, a place called Davangere. And my mother, once, actually what happened is my father was a alcoholic person, so he used to be very abusive towards me and my sister and my mother and all. So my mom left him and she came back to grandparents' house, and from there she started working for an insurance company. So slowly she climbed up the ladder and she became a manager also. And my sister and I'm not actually good at studies, but she's really good at studies. So they supported her more compared to me. Okay, I was. What happens is, Anna, I will give you social context.
Okay.
To understand me, you need to first. It's like social context comes first. So the social context is like when you don't have a father figure, like you will become like you'll explore things, Anna. Like there is no one to say you what's good and what's bad for you. So I started exploring everything, and in studies also like 60%. That is our grades and all. Out of 100, I used to get 55, 60 like that. And I never gave much attention to education, more to people and my environment, and what's the most fun thing happening in that area, like that. So that's how my most of the childhood has been. And my mother used to work in insurance company. She used to get a lot of transfers. So I've been lived in 14 different places, around 20 different houses. So different states, and also what happens is you'll explore, like exposure is a lot more than I can digest. So it has a certain impact on my perception and my attitude and these things. So basically, just like everybody, I had a good like college and everything good, same smoking, getting high, everything you could imagine of, I have done it, and I have no regrets, because no matter what these stimulators we take in, they do not give you something which already you don't have. They will just enhance your like whatever you have, they'll get enhanced. Your behavior, your emotions, your thought process, everything get enhanced, and you have no control about them. You'll become more compulsive. But I enjoyed that. I'm not regretting anything. It happened, everything okay. If you want to find me guilty, but society imposes upon you. It is up to you to discriminate what is right for you, what is not. That for every individual, I guess there is a time comes, that pain of ignorance, when it reaches critical point, in that time you shift. Until that, no matter how much I speak, how much Sadhguru speaks, no matter who, whatever, anybody, anything, you will not get it. That's as simple as that.
Right.
Okay. After that, I came into aviation, and I was never in a relationship also till that
Right,
time.
right.
I got into relationship 4 years, proper relationship, and it didn't it didn't work out. I will tell you about that also. Okay.
Right, Anna,
The thing
you're
is,
quickly going through, so that's why I want to slow down and
no,
go
you,
into.
whenever you feel like, in
Yeah,
between, if you want to
yeah,
ask questions,
yeah.
you ask. I will
Yes,
genuinely answer. Okay.
yes, yes. I
Yeah.
actually have a genuine question, Anna, because
Mm.
recently I was just like today morning I was listening to this podcast of Ranveer, and one of his guests was Urofi, one lady. So she was talking about how her father used to, beat her and abuse her, and she was going detail. So I'm sure a lot of kids are going through that, and maybe they might listen to this podcast also. So, in your experience, how was that, and was there a rage, and how are you able to take care of that emotions as you grew up?
That's what, Anna. That's why you cannot find expression against persons those who did it, neither the circumstances,
Right,
because you are helpless. You will take it out somewhere else. That
mm,
one.
right,
Either if you have a sibling, you will take it upon them, or if you find weaker persons, you'll take it upon them.
right,
If you don't find anybody, you will start abusing your own self. That's where the rescue people will come. Those
mm,
rescue people are intoxicants.
okay,
They will rescue you. That's why I don't suggest banning anything.
mm, right,
Everything should be there.
mm,
Because it's a tool. Yes, it will destruct you, but there is a limit. Once you reach that destructive limit, you will bounce back. You don't want to get into same loophole again, so you will bounce back.
right,
For every individual, age is just a number, Anna. It's a human experience. As it matures, it might mature for some persons very early, or for some late. It depending upon their circumstances which they are living in and times they are living in. It varies, but everything is good. I'm saying there is nothing good, bad, ugly, hideous. Everything has a its own place. It's just that sometimes you will find yourself in that place. That's all there is.
So, were you a very angry kid? Like when these things used to happen, how were you in school and college? Were you used to beat up others, or you were a very silent person?
No, no, it's like this. uh, I used to laugh a lot, and I used to like every day in school. I am the person who teachers, whatever their frustration is, they'll put it on me.
Okay,
I got beaten up a lot, like
okay,
stick beating.
right, right,
So every day, not a single day used to pass without I'm getting beaten. And I used to bunk classes also in school ages only. So
okay.
I used to tell in the house, like I'm going school. I'll keep the bag in some stationery shop or somewhere, and you are gone. Like that. But I used to go movies. I used to like wood comes like log, chopping
Huh,
log.
huh,
Uh, right now I'm 35 years old. When I
right,
was there was no internet and no mobile. There
right,
is not much of even computer video games were also not there. So we used to go wandering, playing cricket or chopping logs. You can earn money also by chopping wood. For 25 kilos, they used to give me like 1.5 rupees, I guess, 1.5 rupees. So those things I used to do.
On those days, in 1.5 rupees was much more valuable than today, right? What all could you do
Yes,
in?
yes. I used to get, for 1 rupee, I used to get 20 peppermints, white color
Okay.
used to come. You remember
Right. Yes,
those
yes.
things? Yeah, 20 I used to get. I usually eat those peppermint only. I didn't like any other stuff.
Okay.
That's how it was.
So Anna,
Next.
from there to college, what did you decide to do as a higher, from school?
Basically after 10th, Anna, like I thought of uh, as a individual, if I had a choice, I wanted to become a painter, like artist.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But all our family, like we have a large Telugu families, na, like large families only, like South and all. Everybody, like my mom's brother, means my uncle's kids, they are in US and all. They are earning a lot, so they told like you need to go to the science. Maths and physics is mandatory. So they pushed me into that stream. So after maths and science, there is only one thing: doctor or engineering. They
Yes,
won't allow
yes.
you to do anything, Anna. That's how it is. So that's why I told you I'm a product of society. There is no individuality till some time. Then it will dawn upon you. Unless it might take a lot of time. Unless you have a guru, it will happens very quickly. That's all I can say.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right, Anna. So now from there, Anna, where did you find at that time? You said you had a relationship. So was she in college, and how did that go, Anna? Because a lot of guys go through breakups, and breakup is that one turning point in our all of our face, which just
No,
propels
we
us to
actually
say.
no, we didn't actually broke up. We still speak. Mostly
Oh, okay,
only yearly
okay,
once, only yearly
okay,
once. One
okay.
day, only one day,
One,
that to 10-15 minutes.
okay.
Maybe in on my birthday or on her birthday, 50 minutes we'll
Oh,
talk.
okay,
We'll take care each other. That's it.
okay. Right.
You want to talk? Let me. You want me to speak about relationship?
Yeah, if you want, Anna, we can edit it, or if you don't want, you said you were going to
No,
speak
no,
a
no,
little
no.
bit.
I'm asking you. I'm
Yeah,
sitting here raw. Okay.
yes,
If you
Anna.
ask anything, I will tell you. But it's up to you to digest it or not. That's
Yes,
what
yes,
it is.
we will digest it.
Yeah.
Anna. No worries. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
You
what.
can just share whatever you're comfortable with.
No, she was. I was. It was in Hyderabad. I was in. Like academy. She was in college. Like she used to come to our area to get stationaries and all. We had a big stationery shop. So wherever it has become a natural for me for to identify with the stationery shop, means books,
Okay.
pens and these things, because wherever I go, like I told like 14 different places I have lived.
Hmm.
So it's the most for a student, the most easiest way to get acquainted to the city and people is a stationery shop, because
Okay.
bookstore means anyway you are going daily for your regular things. If you are adult, you would have gone to bar or restaurant. You are a student. Where you go? You go stationery
Right.
shop. So
I
that's
should have
how I met
visited
her.
stationery shops when I was. I didn't go to station. Now it makes sense, but I didn't go.
Yes, that's what. If you want to meet girls, go to stationery shop. Don't go to
Right.
bars and restaurant.
Yeah,
I
yes,
mean,
right.
the kind of people you are. See, if you, I will give you an example. If you wake up early in the morning, you went for a jogging.
Mhm.
Okay, there are very few people come morning jogging. Okay,
Right.
you will find good girls. I will
Right.
definitely know, if you find that kind of girl, you marry her. Okay, but
Right.
you wake up at 11:30 and you do whatever you want to do, and after evening you'll get dressed up and scented up and you go in the evening, you'll find that kind of people.
Right.
Okay, once you get married to that kind of, you'll life will be in certain way.
Right. Right.
So that's why I will always say there is called diurnal variations, means
Mhm.
sun up,
What is that?
sundown. Like diurnal variation means from morning 3:30 a.m. till evening, like 6:37. Like sunlight, sun travels, earth travels around the I mean, it rotates itself, right? And it travels
Right.
around the sun also. So what I'm saying is diurnal variation means morning evening, morning evening. If you are in sync with the sun timetable, you will be much more healthy, vibrant. You will meet that kind of people. But if you are in out of sync, if you are in, you should be in sync with it. If you are out of sync, you wake up at like 11, 12 or like that, the things you are supposed to do from morning, like 6 o'clock, let's take it simply, 6 o'clock to 11 or 10, those 3-4 hours you try to squeeze it in from 11:30 to uh, like evening, whatever your tasks are. So when you try to squeeze in those tasks in limited amount of time, you will get there is limited amount of time and there is so much things to do. You'll get frustrated, irritated, so you won't be much more efficient. That's all I'm saying.
Right. True.
So let's come back to stationery shop. Okay, that happened. So it was not like it's I cannot say like we it's nothing like movies. Okay, genuinely I'm telling you, any person you meet, irrespective of man, woman or anything, you, there is no need to communication actually. Everything, non-verbal body language, in eye contact only it happens. So that's what happened. We didn't tell anything, we didn't spoke anything, we just hit it off from there. That's how it happened. So 4 years it was a good relationship, but the thing was, she is in college, I'm in academy. Usually being pilots means what? Yes, you need to study a lot, you have to be aware of many things, but you'll get a lot of free time also. So when I'm free but she is not available for me, then frustration, irritation, anger, everything comes. So in messaging, phone communication, I told you na, in person communicating to each other is a different thing, and talking in phones, messaging, you really don't know, because you cannot see their body language, right? So that's what communication problems will comes most of the time. So that's how so like these things, body language problems, I have faced. And like for any relationships to work on, like if you want to know a person completely, that you are so comfortable, you are able to take shit in the bathroom in front of them when while they are brushing,
Right.
That's the level of comfort. If you accept somebody as your own self, to that to happen it takes around 3 years. Okay. So that's what happened. So after that, too much communication is also problem, Anna. When you are together, like what happens is, all you do is talk, and everything what is there to explore in each other you already explored. And you feel like what's the next thing, what next, instead of enjoying the moment, we are always trying to what next, career, this, that. So there's many things will come. And she have in her family, I don't look at from my side only, from her side also, I understand her, because they don't like, they are both are like two daughters only for those parents. So she is the elder one. So she showed me much more masculine characters compared to feminine characters, because she's the elder, she has to take care of family because there is no adult in the house. So you getting it now what am I saying? So that's how it so that's where friction started happening. But I understand it's a natural thing. And I got focused on my career also, she got focused on her education. So I said, instead of making it more ugly, we'll just leave it as it is. We'll just wish for the best, both of us. That's what. Even but the no, that the moment when I met Sadhguru, this is very interesting. Actually, when before I'm meeting Sadhguru, I was in aviation. I had another business in which I invested around like 15 lakhs. Okay. So yeah, and I mean, I was entrepreneurial by heart, like I want to make money. Okay. So that's how it was. So I was in relationship, I was doing my aviation also and business also. These things are, everything was simultaneously going multiple streams. One day there was god particles, there was NDTV debate was there about god particles. Atomic collider is there, no? um, they invented new particles. So regarding that, there was a debate going on. So Sadhguru was speaking. I randomly came across that video in the YouTube.
Right.
So I'm very scientific and logical mind kind of guy. So when I was listening to the debate, when Sadhguru spoke, it struck me properly. Like he is speaking very frankly. There
Right.
is no mundane or metaphysical things. He is
Right.
speaking sensibly and frankly. And especially when you are from South, since childhood you fed up with our religious, things. You mean you've been spoon fed from since childhood to how the dharma works, how the brahmanda, andanda, pindanda, everything we already know. There is
Okay.
nothing new. But when Sadhguru spoke scientifically how it is, it struck me, and I searched who is Sadhguru in the YouTube.
Mm.
And
Mm.
Sadhguru introductory old video is there, na, like how
Okay.
he founded and everything. I
Right.
saw that video, and next tab I opened, I inner engineering logged in, and I signed up. Everything
Oh,
on 1 minute to 1 minute.
what?
Again,
1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Okay.
one
Where
minute to
did you
one
sign
minute.
up for? Where did you sign it up for? Like online
In
or
Hyderabad only, Kukatpalli
Hyderabad?
local center.
Ah.
So I went there. They were treated like I went there like they were started treating me like Anna, this, that, and all, so gentle and this. I was like, why are they treating me like that? Are they trying to trap me or something? Okay.
Kidney. Take your
Uh,
kidney.
are they trying to trap me or something? Then Sadhguru discourse started. Within 3 days, everything he told, like I pay attention, Anna. I talk less when with most of the people. I don't like to speak much. I paid attention what he was saying, and all panchakoshas, how the prana works, how the chakras works, everything. I started dissecting myself, and I experientially whatever happened there, whatever he's saying, it made perfectly logical mind. I'm keep on repeatedly telling you that logical mind. There are three layers to every person. For me, logical mind, emotional, and gut feeling. As Osho says, logical mind is inferior to emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is inferior to gut feeling. So if you're if your gut is healthy, I'm telling you, if you're genuinely healthy, if you're truly calm and relaxed,
We'll
yes,
put in for
we'll
gut
come to
health.
that, we'll come to that. If your gut is everything, Anna, if your gut is completely at your rest and ease, proper condition, you don't think logically or emotionally, you'll go by intuition. Gut feeling and intuition, they'll go hand in hand. That's how it is. So I did inner engineering, and I after that this was also become barrier for her, because suddenly he's wearing rings, he's putting vibhuti, snake ring and all, and he's talking all mundane jumbo pumbo. I thought he's fully westernized, he's a pilot, he is well educated, he's in that field. I thought like that, but she started seeing different being, so she didn't like it.
Mm.
So that is also become barrier.
Okay.
So we actually, Anna, like we say that we love Sadhguru. Genuinely, I'm telling every seeker, na, he really hates his guru. He hates his guts. Okay, because everything you care, dear and fear, he says that's nothing, that's nothing.
Right.
And
Right.
at the end of the day, you feel like you are nothing. And he becomes such a role model. you f- you you despise him. Okay, genuinely I'm telling you, this is my honest feeling, you truly despise him, but you cannot get rid of him, because what he is, that gravity, it pulls you. That's what happened. So I stuck with Sadhguru, not with her, I stuck with him. And and in same time, honestly, demonetization and all happened, Nana.
Okay.
You
Okay.
remember?
Yes. Yes. I remember.
Yeah,
Suddenly.
I lost my investments and business
Oh,
ventures and
oh.
all, everything. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So and it had a financial consequences for my career also, like aviation, to become pilot. So aviation subjects are they are very difficult. Minimum passing marks is 70 for 100. You need to study a lot of books, or you need to go to tuitions. For tuitions, these days they are charging per subject 1 lakh rupees.
Oh.
And yeah, when I was doing that time, it was around 30 to 35,000. So these 4 5 subjects and another RT exam is there. They are all very difficult. Okay, I'm not saying they're easy, but I didn't do anything of that. I was reading the Oxford books, main aviation books. I studied Oxford books. I studied myself, and I went to exam, and I cleared each subject in single attempt. Anna, no
Oh,
questions asked.
wow.
Okay, that happened. I was feeling really confident. I flown around 60 70 hours, and after that, this business demonetization, breakups, everything claustrophobic started happening, and I felt like struck. So I went to ashram. I didn't know about volunteering or anything, nothing. Let's just visit danlinga. I went to danlinga. After that, morning time I went around like 7:30 like that. I went there and I visited. No, sorry, forgive me. I around 12 o'clock in the afternoon I went there. Coimbatore, there was my relative buddy. I stayed in his room. I went to the from there. I took bus from Gandhipuram bus stop to and went to ashram, and sat for another like 15 20 minutes. I felt really nice. After Surya Kund Bath, I went. Uh, these things happened. Then they said like Velliangiri hill is there. You can go there. I didn't know how far it is, how it is,
Right.
nothing. So afternoon in the May month, I guess same this month only in 2050, it was excruciatingly hot. I
Oh,
didn't know it will be very
yeah, yeah.
far.
Right.
So I went there and started climbing.
Oh, you climbing?
First, started climbing. First hill I climbed till that small Ganesh temple will come. Na, till
Huh.
there are stairs, stone
Yes.
stairs.
Yes.
By the time I reached there, I realized what I'm made of. I mean, all the things I have done in my life, like everything came there. Like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. I was like completely dehydrated and started hallucinating also.
Okay.
Oh, then there was a small Anna, like he was like 11 or 12 years age.
Ah.
He was coming down. He said, Anna, what are you doing? You cannot go. He spoke in Tamil. I can speak. I mean, I can understand Tamil. I can speak little, but he spoke in Tamil. He said, you cannot go this time. It is very far. It will take. If you go now, it will be evening, or you'll coming back will be next day. Uh, he
Right.
really shook me, and I
Right.
thought like, Are, anyway I came this far, I cannot go back. Whatever happen will go. And I
Oh.
started running. My first
Up.
time Velliangiri, yes, my first time Velliangiri was 2 hour 40 minutes. Within 2 hour 40 minutes I reached there.
My God, were
Gone.
you so fit,
Yes,
Anna? We-
that happened, I'm telling you. 2 hour 40 minutes I went there, and there was nobody
I,
there.
I I want to give the audience a context. It took me 5.5 hours climbing to reach on top. So that is what Anna is saying. He
No,
climbed in
first
two
time
hours.
2 hours
Yeah.
40 minutes. I wasn't doing
Mm.
any hatha yoga or nothing. Only inner
Right.
engineering. In that time, I might be still smoking and all. I mean,
Right.
only cigarettes. Not smoking means don't go imagining, and just cigarettes. Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm not a chain smoker. 2 or 3 cigarettes after
Yeah.
a good meal. You
Right.
smoke, you chill, you relax. That
Okay.
was that. So, and this time, last time, I mean, this Shivratri event, it took 2 hour 15 minutes this time.
Oh my
Still,
God.
I'm not able to reach less than 2 hours. It took 2 hours 15 minutes this time. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
I went there. There was nobody. Only one pujari was. There is a temple, na, Velliangiri Hills.
Yes.
So there was a pujari. He saw me. He was simply standing and meditating, eyes closed.
Mm.
He was simply standing there. I went there, he like huffing and puffing, completely dehydrated. He saw me. He put vibhuti like this, and he gave me little bit of channa and coffee. And I drank those. I asked where is the Sadhguru spot. He said that spot, and I went there. So I went to Sadhguru first, spot first time. I went there and sat. What like it's a very around 5,500 feet. So clouds were coming. So there was a huge, completely fogged out. I sat for meditation. I already my core temperature was really high because of this running and going
Right.
there. But suddenly it's like it felt like Himalaya because strong winds were coming upward, and it was really cold. I couldn't sit for meditation. You are like shaking. You cannot sit. You are like literally shaking. Let it be. I sat for almost like half an hour. Then I came back. And coming also, like, it took very less time, 1.5 hour only this time coming down. My literally knees, Anna, 1.5 month completely knees were gone. Mine first time
Okay.
visit Velliangiri, 1.5 month I had knee pains because I ran down within 1.5 hour, and
Yeah.
I took Suryakund bath. Again I sat in Danlinga temple. Then I went back in our ashram bus only. It was the last bus. I was sitting in the bus, but my thighs were, Anna, they were not in my control. They were literally shaking like this. Then I realized we can push anything we want this body. We can
Right.
literally abuse this. Nothing will happen to us. That was my first ashram experience. After that, I came back. I was pursuing my careers and everything. And in 2017, I came back to ashram again. This time for 6 months because I knew about volunteering and everything. I came back, I learned everything there is to teach. From whatever Isha has to offer, I learned from Guru Puja to Bhuta Shuddhi, Angamadna, Yogasana, anything there is to teach out, everything I learned. And I went back. Ashram, first time staying, just like this, only same attitude, arrogance, like Brahmacharis and full-time volunteers are very forgiving. If the way I behaved, if I behaved in any other institution, I would have been kicked out. And definitely, I'm telling you.
Like that.
But they were very, hospitable for us. And then because of that, even in ashram, if somebody behaves like that, I don't see them negatively. I see myself like I was in that spot, and I smile myself, and
Right.
I'll just let go, because it's a learning curve, Anna. You have to be very forgiving, and I'm thankful to ashram that they were very forgiving. And most of the task I like, whatever the volunteering they give first, in the initial stages I used to do anything they have given to me. So I was really able to explore the ashram completely in its full extent. After that, you always, according to your nature, you settle in one place.
Huh.
Everybody settles in one place, right? So
Right.
like that, I directly went to big shop. That is where I settled.
Okay.
And yeah, buckets will come for each line, like 7 to 14 buckets na.
Yeah.
So those filling buckets was my passion. Like
Okay.
big
Right.
vessels will come, I'll take out of the food from the big vessels and filling buckets. Like 3-4 months I did that, and I become so efficient, like what, so efficient. I really enjoyed it. So it breaks your back, but I was doing hatha yoga. If possible, morning completely everything I will do. If evening, if I have time and I have nothing to do, again I used to do evening twice a day. These things were happening and financial struggles were continuing. Mamati called me. If you stay more than 2 months, Mamati will call you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brahmacharis will call you. They'll ask you who are you, where you came from, what's your
Oh,
family situation and everything. I told her this is my situation. She said, okay, you can stay, you continue. Then I went back and I completed my, my papers again got lapsed in these times. Like they were valid for certain period of time. After that, if you don't complete flying hours by that time, the papers will lapse. You have to give it again. So again, I have to study all the Oxford books. They are this big gun now. So I studied again and again. I cleared in single attempt.
my God.
So then I realized this is what gives you like spiritual, energy. I mean, doing sadhana, being in a right attitude gives you lot of stamina and lot of, I cannot say how you passed, like not by studying. When if there is a question, there will be three answers. The right answer, it comes from the intuition. All three answers are similar only, but you need to find the right answer. That intuition worked me really good. I cleared with flying colors, not just 70s or 80s. They were coming 85 to 95 also.
Oh, usually
Yeah.
how much does time does a person take to clear these exams in an
Anna,
average?
if you're going for tuitions, 1 year is enough. if
Okay.
you're going for tuitions. If you're not going for tuitions, you need to learn everything by yourself. It may take 2 years, 3 years, or even 5 years.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
they'll get labs. Yeah.
Right.
But people generally not like middle class peoples like us, they do, very rarely, few people will come to aviation. People who come into aviation are rich people. Okay.
Mm,
You need to have least 50 to 1 crore rupees kept aside for the
mm,
aviation. Then only you are carefree about your financial burdens, and you can focus on your education and your career and everything. That's how it goes. Society is very brutal, Anna. Unless you do the right things, it will never respond to you. You have to be thoroughly, you have to do your homework properly. That's what happened. And uh, lockdown also, you know about that. In 2020, like, my life was going good. I came to Bhopal, I joined here, and everything is going smooth. In 2020, I felt like attending Mahashivratri. I came back to attend Mahashivratri. And after the Shivratri, like, I stayed for like 1 week or so. In that time only lockdown happened.
mm,
For 9 months, Anna, it was the best time actually. 9 months I was in ashram doing hatha yoga practices twice a day. And work, there was no work actually, because around 2480 people were there in the ashram. They are secluded to that much only. Dan linga was free for you, and Devi temple was free for you. Navaratris, everything. I mean, there is no one around, only few people, and you cannot have that kind of time.
right.
It makes me guilty to talk about lockdown inside the ashram, because
Right.
it is that much good.
Right.
uh, I don't want to make people feel bad about themselves, but 9 months in ashram, there is no incoming or outgoing, there is no external communications. Pretty much more or less, and I spent almost 2 years in ashram, on and off. So everything there is to learn, see, pursue. I did pursue, and I'm not guilty about like what others might think. I mean, speaking here arrogantly, you spent 2 years there, that's why you know everything. It's not like that. I have done things in ashram. Okay, I have done things. There are some things are very hideous, some things are very beautiful, but nothing came close. Because, for example, I will give you. Uh, I asked Brahmachari to. I want to volunteer for a cremation ground. Okay,
Mm,
we ashram handles around 14 cremation. I guess 8 to
right.
14, somewhere around that mark. So I used to go early morning 7:30. Van will come. There were three annas or two volunteers annas on full time worker before, and one Swamiji. We used to go for the, like, morning time. You won't morning time. We used to take food.
Mm.
That colored rice will go every day. Colored rice only. You won't get anything else. If you want to go volunteer there, you have to eat that only. Nothing else you will
What is
find.
colored rice? What is that rice, Anna?
Mixed vegetable rice, Anna.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mixed vegetables, colored rice will come na that
Okay,
much.
okay. Okay.
Pulihora,
Okay, okay.
pulihora is
That's the only
something.
thing you have to eat. It's a thing for
That
volunteering there.
that's the only thing. Yeah. I mean, it's not for the volunteers actually. The people working there, for them, we
Ah,
used to take food, and that
right.
food only we have to eat also, because we cannot come back till night 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. We have to stay in the cremation grounds because bodies are keep on coming. So I volunteered there for a week, and after that I didn't get that much satisfaction. Like, I was sat there doing meditation, looking at the bodies burn and all. After that I came back to Bhopal, and I went to Kashi. I stayed there for like 3-4 weeks, only taking bath, sitting in the Manikarnika Ghat, taking bath, sitting Manikarnika Ghat. I know I have few friends there. I paid them handsome of money every day. 2 meals they used to bring. I eat that. I'll do the sadhana, take baths, 4-5 baths, sit in the cremation ground, sit. I have seen all kind of bodies. I have seen everything. I mean, physically there is to see. And after that, I started, this is a wish. I felt like I'm the person who's burning there. It's not an individual. From that day onwards, Anna, my perception is like that. If I'm speaking to you, Actually, this might be a podcast or interview, but still I am speaking to myself only. I am reassuring myself, and everything whole, everyone, everything around me is me only, and it's up to me to discriminate or initiate something, or discriminate and do not initiate something. We rush things, Anna. So much rush things that we forget to breathe. That's why we'll get into all the troubles. If you just wait and be patient, na, nature has a rule. You need to be in certain constant communication. Apart from breathing, yes, you are breathing, there is a communication happening. But if you become neutral and idle, na, nature cannot resist you. It will come to you. It's like, I'll give an example. It's not an example, it is actually existential. There is a linga and Gauri Pita. You know, na, right? No? You are from
No, not.
Kerala, you know.
No, could you tell it to me also? I'm Gauri Pita means
Linga, I
linga,
mean,
you know. Mm.
You know, Dan Linga is there
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
That is Linga.
Linga.
Under that, there is Gauri Pita,
Gauri
snake.
Pita. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is like, bottom one is Shakti,
Check.
top is Shiva.
Shiva.
So that is the, like, they are like creation in constant process. So it's like that. If you become Linga, Gauri Pita will come and embrace you. Nature will come and embrace you. If you constantly keep on moving here and there and poking the Gauri Pita, it will get digested from you. Nobody wants to be around you. You carry certain amount of, agitation in you. As long there is agitation, you cannot know yourself as a form, as a linga. Neither nature around you cannot pursue as a linga, nor can embrace, nature can embrace you. That's why the more idle or subtle you become, the better. That's why diet plays a important role. Everything I had done, Anna, so far I was do first, earlier I used to do 3 meals a day. Then I cut down to 2 meals a day because of ashram, you know, diet and all. I used to do the ashram diet for past like 1.5 year, till 1.5 year. Since 1.5 year, I've been eating only 1 meal a day, Anna. Genuinely 1 meal a day. My I will tell you, my to know me, you need to know my diet and my lifestyle, Anna. Then only you understand. Do not consider me as a pilot or a businessman or this or that. These are all consequential and circumstantial in the times I'm living in, and my according to my passions. That much only. But being comes first, then everything else. My being, my day starts, Anna. To understand me, you need to check the my day. Every day I used to be like that. Every day is not same for everybody. Today you done something, tomorrow you do something, after that you do something. For us, everybody is same only. But what I started doing is, I want every day to be same, as same as this moment. What I am supposed to do, that much only it should happen, nothing else. That's how I started engineering my day. I have 24 hours. How shall I utilize them maximum so that I can be free? I'm a lazy person, I want to be free. So
Right.
I arranged it in such a manner that it's like, it goes like this, Anna. First thing, when I wake up, I'll do 10 to 15 minutes Maha Mantra chanting, Om Namah Shivaya chanting. After that, I'll do Upayoga. Okay, I'll do Upayoga. Then I'll consume Neem and Turmeric, our tablets, 2 or 3. And people, Anna, they don't consume Neem and Turmeric. That's the second. We'll come to that.
Right.
I'll consume Neem and Turmeric. Then Upayoga happened. Let me tell you a little bit about Upayoga. Once you wake up, Anna, you are in a hibernation state. Okay, when you sleep, you are in a hibernation state. So when you wake up, you are still in transient state. Neither you are fully awake nor fully sleep. In that time, if you do Mahamantra chanting for 10-15 minutes, you create certain vibrance that It gives you certain alertness and awakens. It awakens you. After that, your body for 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, it's in constant rest position. So when you suddenly came up, you should not do activity. No activity is needed. Take it very slow. You did the chanting. After that, I'll do upayoga. Hand movements and all, everything, directional movements, sadi lajja, everything I do. By the time I do that, my bowel movements start, knocking.
Right.
Because you already consume neem and turmeric tablets, it want to flush it out. After the bowel movement happen, we'll do the fresh every day morning cold bath, proper cold bath. After that, whatever sadhana, I will not judge anybody and I will tell to do this sadhana, that sadhana, nothing. Whatever you learn, if as according to your interest, you do it. What I do is after the sadhana, I'll apply vibhuti all over my body and I'll do Bhuta Shuddhi. After that, I'll do chanting, Devi chanting for 3 and Devi Dandakam 3 every day. After that, Hatha Yoga practices. Then, if I have time, I'll do everything and finish it off by 3.5 hours. If I don't have time, only Yogasana, Shakti Chalana Kriya, Shambhavi. Rest will take care of evening or tomorrow, no problem. So, okay, that happens. And when you do this, Anna, like you after the sadhana is happened, I do not consume anything till 2:30 in the afternoon. I will do not consume anything. If I feel like having something, I might have little bit of 2 or 3 spoons of olive oil or some soaked green grams and peanuts and pepper. That much only. It's like Shivanga sadhana only.
Right.
Directly afternoon, one proper meal. Because I'm living in the north here, here we'll get in our mess thali 5 chapatis, rice, curd, curry, dal, and everything. So I'll eat that completely. I'll finish it off with salads. Okay. And after that, I will rest for 1 or 2 hours. There is nothing to do. Simply samyama sadhana. That's what happens. And of course, shunya is important before meal. So since morning I haven't ate anything, I'll finish off shunya. And the evening also, this is how the schedule goes. Because once you finish off your sadhana till 2:30, I have empty stomach condition. I'm completely free to do anything I want and have plenty of energy also. People think unless you eat, you will won't feel energetic to do tasks. No matter what you eat, it will take 3 to 4, 5, 6 hours for it to digest and give you energy. So it's just that you are filling stomach, you are not gaining any energy. So morning time, don't eat anything, just let it go and go with your task. When your stomach is completely empty, you are very alert, very energetic. You can pursue things much more, not through logic or emotional, gut feeling wise. That's why
Right.
I always say gut. So that's how it goes. In the evening time, we usually play volleyball Anna, in our academy, or else some cricket. If nothing happening, I'll go for a run. I'll come back, I'll take a cold shower. Evening time, I don't do much sadhana. If time permits me, I'll do Surya Kriya, then Shambhavi, if not direct Shambhavi. After that, it's it. I'll play some laptop, games like Call of Duty or something.
Oh, is it?
And
Okay.
I'll play Call of Duty. It keeps you engaged. You
Right,
want to
right. Mm,
kill something, Anna, you need
yeah,
to
yeah.
kill something.
Right, right.
So it's better to kill in Call of Duty. So, and I'll spend time in, little bit in Instagram, and I'll pay. That's how it goes every day. So for me, because I'm not eating 2 3 meals a day, 1 meal a day, and there is so much time you can conserve for yourself. Literally 1 day feels like a lot
Mm,
for you.
right.
That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about Neem and Turmeric, Anna.
Yes, yes, Anna. Please talk about how you decided to, make this. And
Hmm.
actually, there are three more ingredients along with neem and turmeric in this. So, why you
Hmm.
decided to add these three, and how you got
Ha.
the idea of starting neem and turmeric from where, if you could talk about it. Yeah.
Actually, Anna, in ashram, like Sadhguru, you know already how many times he has said to consume neem and turmeric and everything. Even in lockdown, also he said like for people those who are in ashram and for others also, like pluck fresh neem leaves and turmeric. And now you should not swallow it. You need to chew it actually, properly chew it and swallow it. If you do that, your alimentary canal now it will get cleaned out properly because there is lot of mucus and bacteria and food particles. Many things will be there. You need to clean those things. Not only that, in everyday evening also we do jalaneti anna. For this mucus, this area now you need to keep it clean. If you do, because since morning till evening you will be exposed to elements, right? Because of your breathing, your nose is clogged up, lot of dead particles and carbon, everything, pollution will be there. So if you do jalaneti every day before sleep, Anna, you will have a better sleep and your thought process will be clean and fresh.
Right.
Those things are there. So neem and turmeric, Anna, you need to consume daily. I've been consuming non-stop, I guess 6 years now.
I
So
have
I
one
never
one.
had.
Can I
Mhm.
just add one query? A lot of young
Yes, Anna.
men message me like, does consuming neem and turmeric daily cause impotency? That is one thing that concerns them a lot
Mm.
because it's written like
There are many other things causing them impotency, but they are not giving priority to those things.
right,
Okay.
right,
Anna, impotency means, I will tell you about impotence. Okay.
right.
Neem and turmeric, you are not consuming in grams.
Mm,
Just two, three leaves, and little bit of turmeric.
right.
That much only. So it does not make you impotence. Why it doesn't kill your sperm cells. What kills your sperm cells is your body is already excessively inflamed
Mm,
because of so much of heat you generate.
right.
Body should be in constant cool calm state. When you have like lot of inflammation na, and again on top of it you consume neem and turmeric, that's what makes it more dangerous.
Right.
So it's you, not the neem and turmeric making
Right,
you
right,
impotence, it's you.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So neem and turmeric, Anna, what I like 6 years back when I was in ashram and all, they used to give neem and turmeric balls every day. Before sadhana I used to consume it. Once I am out of the ashram, like I started when you are in south neem trees you will get it. Most of the times I in your if you are living in city, where will you go searching for neem trees?
Right, right.
That was there. Okay. So I started ordering from Isha. Product is good, there is no issue, but it's quite expensive. For 200, like 100 tablets, they'll come around what, 3 months,
Yeah,
and it's costing around 500 rupees, and
yeah.
delivery charge is 150 rupees. If I'm spending 3 months 1 650 rupees, okay, I'm in a good position, I can afford it. Will everybody can afford it? Will it can be created as a movement? Actually, what Sadhguru should do is every disciple, just like Booth Shuddhi kit, they should provide a neem and turmeric kit. For it should be most affordable. It can be done, Anna. It's not that because they are not like most expensive things on planet. They are
Mm,
natural herbs and trees. If you do that, our disciples will be much more active, much more sadhana oriented. People concentrate on sadhana. I will
mm,
say don't concentrate on sadhana. First, you concentrate on your diet.
mm,
If your diet is right, the ability to do sadhana and get gains from it will be much more immense. So, you eat all kind of foods 2 3 times a day, and in between snack up, and everything is happening, and you do sadhana also, and you say nothing is happening for me. If it has to happen, you to do sadhana means you want to, it's like this, Anna. You keep on keep on eating it, and there have become a layered cake in your body. Out of in those layered cakes, all the, not only speaking about body, all five bodies, mind, emotionally, physically. You are keep on gaining, and you are not allowing it to. You are not letting it go. So what happens is you keep on piling up trash, and you keep on living in the trash can. Unless you get rid of all the trash in you, you cannot make the trash can sound very rhythmatically, because it's
Right.
full of shit already. So don't consider yourself as a body, mind, emotion, energy. These are all interlinked. Okay, one simple trick is keep your stomach empty as much as possible. Keep your food less but qualitative, and do the sadhana. Then you will have a different impact. To do that, you need to consume every day neem and turmeric. We added pepper, tulsi, and ginger also in this product, because when I started consuming neem and turmeric, I told you, as we live in cities and all, we are not able to source it, and purchasing from others was also expensive. My sister was a doctor, and she's a Ayurvedic doctor. In South, yoga shalas and all that, they'll prepare their own medicines and all. So from our certified lab, we gave a order, and they made these tablets. And neem and turmeric and all, these are not like things you buy in shop. They are not that great. Medicinal grade neem, turmeric, ginger, pepper, tulsi, these things are medicinal grades, are completely different.
Oh,
They
okay.
have grown in differently, completely different farms they will grow. Those have a higher potency, that's why you need to consume those things. After that, I expressed my sister that these are the difficulties I'm finding. Neem and turmeric, either I have to get the powder and put it in lukewarm water and swallow it, or consume expensive tablets. I need a solution. She told that I will give you formula, and will make a neem and turmeric tablets for you. And she added ginger, pepper, and tulsi. And I asked about these things only. What she told is, like pepper, the turmeric bioavailability is very low. It cannot be digested by the human body completely and efficiently. But when you consume it along the pepper, it contains pepperin. That molecule binds with the curcumin, which is in turmeric. They will act as a catalyst, like a agent, so it will be absorbed by the body much more efficiently. Tulsi, for sadhana, Anna, you need a good blood circulation, good breathing, okay, healthy gut microbiome. If these things are there, your sadhana happens really good. Because in your body, like only like what, 51% is human cells, or like less than that. Half of it is bacteria is
Hmm.
there. And you are compared to your genome is like 40,000 is something, and bacterial genome is like 2 million.
Oh, okay.
More than you, bacterial genome plays a role in what you eat, what you don't. That's why people will become more compulsive when it comes to cravings or eating, because it actually, you are not taking decision. Your gut microbiome, your bacteria is taking
Hmm.
decisions for you.
Right.
So that's why, if you consume neem, turmeric, it is already there. Pepper, it helps enhance the absorption of turmeric. Not only that, it activates your nervous system. You need a good nervous system also for sadhana, because those cramps you will get now doing sadhana, you won't
Hmm.
get it. And that happens. And ginger and tulsi, they enhance your breathing and blood circulation. People think I don't eat a lot of fatty foods. Not no, I mean, in India, it's a general conception. People think anyway I'm a vegetarian, why would I'll have a heart attack, why would have strokes, why would my blood vessels will be clogged. Compared to any other nation in the world, Indian people consume more oil than any other nation in the world. Indians consume a lot of oil in cooked food, okay.
Right. Right.
That's why, because of that, your blood vessels, no, even if I'm skimming, my blood vessels might be clogged. You need to clean that. That's why ginger does that. Do sadhana regularly, consume neem and turmeric regularly, keep your food to minimum high quality, If you are not able to bring it to 1 meal a day, at least 2 meals a day, now snacking in between. Continue the process repetitively. People easily get motivated by watching Sadhguru video or listening to podcasts or anything, but it is not sustained. There is no consistency. Today I'll get motivated, I'll do all the sadhana. 2 days, okay, I will do 1 week. Okay, let's say you are really motivated, you did really good sadhana for 1 week. The biggest problem, these whatever I'm saying, I'm not blaming on anybody, because these are all my own experiences and my own learnings. All the mistakes I'm telling you, I have done it, and from those I'm learning it. I do on a 10 days 15 days sadhana, and I'll skip for 10 days 15 days again. What happens is, are you able to read me, Anna?
Yes, Anna, I'm able to listen to you.
Yeah. What happens is, when you do sadhana, you first 2-3 days you will have body cramps. If you are doing hatha yoga, you go through that blissfully or sufferingly. You do the sadhana and you skip for 15 days. Again, you come and you do again 3 days. Body pain will be there.
Body pain, right?
Subconsciously, what you, instead of creating a well-being and pleasure in your body, what you are creating is more pain and misery by doing on off sadhana. So body will also get digested because of that. It says, अरे साले तू 10 दिन करता है, तू नहीं करता है 10 दिन, मेरे को फिर सताता है, ये पूरा झंझटी नको. I don't want to do this. I'm done with you. That's why it has its own intelligence. So you need to respect your body. If you're doing sadhana, little or more, do it consistently. Consistency has to be there. Then only result will come. That's how it is, Anna. If you have any doubts, you ask me, Anna. That's it.
No, Anna, it was great. Yeah, what you shared. So where can people buy this, like for this Neem and Turmeric tablet?
Right now, Anna, our own website is there. We are actually, what we are trying to do is, the problem with Anna, I will tell you with our product is good. I'm not, there is no questions about it, but the approach is bad, Anna. Why I am saying is, people like they want to consume Neem and Turmeric. I'm talking in general. I'm not
Right.
targeting anybody. People want to consume Neem and Turmeric. They'll consume for 2 months, 3 months. Not even consistently. I told you, you have to consume. It has to become like every day you go for bathroom, you brush, you take bath, just like that. The moment you wake up, you need to consume Neem and Turmeric. If you don't want to buy our products, not a big deal. You go pluck the plant from the tree and you consume it. It really helps you to realize your own self. Even a food substance can do that. Not only intoxicants, this is also a great intoxicant. Why you take intoxicant? To relax yourself, right? But when you consume Neem and Turmeric, you are relaxing. That's why you are able to go. Your constipation is getting relaxed.
Yeah.
That's what you
It's
wanted.
the biggest relaxation. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like full mind works properly once the.
Maybe you know it. No, maybe you knew or not. I don't know. But the thing is, there is an expression. Shitting is the best experience in the world, because
True.
you are letting it go yourself. And how my intuition works, I'll give you an example. Every day I go for shitting, Anna. I will tell to myself this: if letting out whatever I eat is this much pleasurable, the day I leave my body, how pleasurable it might be. It's the grand example every day. You should be aware of that. Someday you will leave the body also. It will be much more pleasurable. But you have to do the right things. So people, Anna, don't get motivated. Start consuming Neem and Turmeric and skip it. Don't do those things. If you are truly committed, consume it regularly. And we are giving a subscription plan, Anna. Every year, whichever the date you purchase from us, 10 days before I will call you. By the time the tablets will get over, I will give you fresh supplement for next 1 year. I will give you 370, more than 365 tablets. Okay. At the cost of per month, it costs you less than a one meal cost you. Less than 65 rupees per month it costs you. Nobody will give you less than that medical grade ingredients. No one will give you. I made this product for myself and few other peoples which were consistently taking. But if you are also interested, we will provide you the product. You have to take it consistently because it's an insurance policy. Instead of buying, medical insurance policy, health insurance policy, you don't need to do every day empty stomach consume neem and turmeric. If you get anything cancer or anything, irrespective of that, anything, I will pay you all the money back completely. Everything you have paid all these years, I will pay you back with interest if you want. But you have to take consume it consistently. It will enhance longevity. And now it enhances longevity. People say how it will enhance longevity. I will give you an example. You take a original your 10th mark sheet. Okay. Because everybody have that. You go to a Xerox shop and tell them to print. If you want color print, you take a print came. Okay. You put that print in the Xerox machine, again tell him to print. You remove that print, again keep repeating this process. After 5 6 print, the print which comes has nothing to do with the original. There you can't even see the marks also. It's just a blank paper with lot of blurred ink will come. Just like that, every cell in your body is replaced from within few moments to within few years. They say like scientifically it takes 7.5 years to every cell in your body to replace completely. So from the moment you are born till the death, every cell in your bodies keep on replacing. But the gene expression and cellular integrity is such that it won't, its copy is not as good as earlier cell was.
Okay.
That is what we call gene mutation. This mutation makes you cells deformed. Deformed cells are much more energy consuming and they mutate a lot. That's how you become cancerous. That's how it goes. So if you consume neem and turmeric, it keeps your gene integrity, gene expression, cellular integrity in good condition, so it can replicate properly for long periods. That's how you live longevity. Longevity people, those who live more than 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, they have done something right with themselves, right?
Right.
Otherwise they wouldn't have lived that much. So people say like मुझे 40 साल जीना है, 50 साल जीना है, उसके बाद मर गए तो भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Okay, people, okay, I'll agree. Even if you want to live 40 or 50 years, after that you don't want to live. In that same sense, logical mind, what it does is, anyway I want to live 50 40 years, so let me live as soon as possible. People, those who live 100 years, those who live 40 50 60 years, they are living the same life. It's just that 100 years of time becomes 40 or 50 years because he living in a fast lane. So that's why you need to take it, you need to reduce the gears and laid back manner. Consume neem and turmeric, be chill with yourself, do the sadhana, and it goes. That's why I tell, when you wake up, chanting neem and turmeric, bathroom, cold bath, upyoga, sadhana, done. After that, you do whatever you with your life. I do not judge you. If you want to consume alcohol, smoking, do this, that, do anything you want. But at the end of the day, when you go back to sleep, you will feel miserable. So schedule is important, Anna. 24 hours, how you manage, you properly manage it. I call it chain reaction principle. How it works, I will tell you. This is the last thing, then we'll sign off. Okay. My chain, Kushal Babu means chain reaction principle. How it works is simple. I open my eyes, I chant. After that, I do yoga. After that, neem and turmeric. After that, brush. After that, bathroom. After that, cold bath. After that, sadhana. Then till 2:30, nothing to do. Then shunya. Then dinner. then nothing to do. I mean, nothing to do means I have nothing to do. Whatever society requires of me, I will do that much only.
Mm.
I don't poke around myself or poke others.
Mm.
That's what I mean. Then play in the evening, 5:30 volleyball, running, angamardana, anything you want to sweat. Because 4:30 after evening, Anna, your human body testosterone is highest.
Mm.
That's why you need to do physical activity. You
Okay.
need to sweat a lot. For a men, 4:30 after in the evening, testosterones are the highest in their
Right.
body. So you need to use that potential to gain.
Right.
Go for a gym or do anything you want, but it has to be intense physical activity. After that, take a cold bath, then do the shambhavi. After that, namaskar.
So,
That's how
could
it
you?
goes, Anna.
Awesome, Anna. So, could you mention the website? I'll link it in the description. Could you mention it also so
Yeah,
that?
symbotanics.com, Anna. Right now, currently we are selling in that. Uh, because we are not getting lot of orders, so it is becoming unsustainable to have its own independent website.
Okay.
So I came across ONDC, an open network for digital commerce. So it's a government initiative. It's like just like Amazon and Flipkart, government is
Oh.
running their own website.
Oh
So
wow.
without any commissions or incentives, they are giving us the platform. So I have listed the products in that also. So it is much more economical for me also.
Sure.
And because every year to maintain website you need so many things, it's
Yeah.
sometimes I genuinely feel like, why did I did this? Simply I should have taken Neem and Turmeric and shut
No.
up.
No, and I
That's how
hope
I feel.
after this podcast, I hope you get a lot of people who are subscribed to you for years. So that then I think it'll become more
No, there is
sustainable.
my mistake also. I didn't do any marketing or anything like that. I simply it was a good initiative. If
Right.
I have a subscriber, Sanna, for
Mm.
example, if I have 500 people, genuinely I'm
Ah.
telling,
Only
if I have
500 people
500
is good.
people, yeah, 500 people, every year 500 people, so whatever the quantity is there, I can get it, made it freshly, and
Mm.
everyone can consume it. Next
Right.
year, before 10 days, I can take order from all the people, and again I can provide it. It is efficient in that way. Otherwise, I have to take care of my career. A one or two order comes, I'll go this way, that way.
Right. 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 Right.
It's not a efficient way to live. To make
I'm, I,
money, I have many other things. I am
yeah.
not dependent on this. It's just that I want to create an initiative, a movement that it's like I'm taking an exam, Anna, for myself and few other peoples. At the end of the day, we will come to know whether it worked or not.
Yeah.
My gut feeling says it's working for me, and
Yeah.
I'm looking happy. So that's what matters. At the end of the day, how I feel, that's enough for me.
No, no. I hope out of the audience who listen to it, 500 of them actually subscribe to it because it's such a
Yeah.
good initiative. And one thing is, I've been using it for more than a year. I think 2 years. I think I've been consuming this only.
No, I started like 1.5
Yeah.
years back. You are
So when
consuming like, yeah, 1 year, more than 1 year
1 year,
now. Yeah,
okay,
1 year,
yeah.
1 year.
So yeah, okay. I've
Mm.
been consuming. So the one thing is, I find it very easy to carry. Earlier, I had to carry 2 bottles of Neem and Turmeric, and it's always a hassle. And then, is there something special with the shape of the tablet? Usually, I find tablets a little bit hard to swallow. These are very easy to swallow. Is there a special thing you've done with it, or it's just the normal design?
No, they are just, neem, turmeric, ginger, pepper,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
tulsi. They'll
Okay.
put
No.
it in hydraulic press. When
Okay.
they press, when the hydraulic pressure happens, there is certain heat created.
Okay.
Because of that, binding will happen. So there, if you put it, this tablet is so unique. If you put it in normal water on a glass of water, you just drop that tablet,
Uh, uh,
it start to
burst. No, it started to burst.
yeah, it start to dissolve very quickly, and you will have neem and turmeric water complete. That's
Oh,
how it
okay.
is.
Okay, Anna. Okay, Anna. So one more question I have. Feel free not to answer. We were talking
Mm.
about your Rudraksha mala. It's a special
Mm.
Siddha mala, is what you said. Could you tell us what it is and
Eh,
how it found you? If you're
it's
comfortable in
no,
answering.
like, yeah, nothing. So um Rudrakshas, they come from Nepal and Indonesia and all. Okay, so same tree gives one mukhi, two mukhi to up to 21 mukis. Rudrakshas will come. but depending upon its own tendencies, the tree, it has its own intelligence. It generates certain kinds of seeds. Not all seasons or every year come same kind of seeds will won't come. So whole existence is in constant movement. Okay, so according to that, according to its Sadhguru says it Shiva's tears only. So if Shiva has that much of intelligence, it tears has its essence. So it has its own expression. Anna, Rudrakshas, everyone should wear it. I'll recommend it. Don't go looking for any single particular Rudraksha. But Siddhamala is simply that some collector had an interest in him, so he started collecting 1 mukhi to 21 mukhis. So it will become Indramala. They are very rare. Okay, you cannot find them usually. They'll go in very expensive, like crores.
Oh,
Genuine things. So
okay.
that's how it is. So Rudrakshas are like that. But when this time I knew about Siddhamala and Indramala and about these things. But unless you are initiated into certain things, you cannot wear the Rudraksha, like particular mukhi. Everybody can wear Panchmukhi and Dvimukhi for married people, Shanmukhi, six-faced for children. These things we all know. How to condition the Rudrakshas, these things we all know. But other Rudrakshas, na, unless you are into particular, guna, your tendencies, whatever suits you, that will be given to you by one who knows. We don't know that. But Siddhamala is that because we don't know which one is right for us. From 1 mukhi to 14 mukhis, we will wear it, everyone. So whichever works, let it work. Whichever doesn't work, let it stay. It has a good aesthetics about that. So that's Siddhamala.
Okay, Anna.
Mm.
Beautiful, Anna. So now if we do a small rapid fire round, so that
Rapid fire.
yeah, just easy questions like that, just to make it a little bit more,
You
friendly
ask,
and
Anna.
yes,
You
yes.
know Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, English.
Oh, you know
Five
so many languages.
languages.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because I have been born in Telugu family, born and brought up in Karnataka.
Okay.
Stayed in Ashram for 2 years. Tamil I was able to learn there. And Hindi, Hyderabad, I lived for 5 years. Hindi has to come. English, it's our bread and butter. We can't do anything about it, or nor can we get rid of it.
Right,
So
right.
that's how it is.
Okay. Okay, Anna.
I
So
hope English
yeah.
language was very understandable, and
Yes,
because
Anna.
this is the first time I was doing, so I was a bit anxious, and I wasn't able to speak fluently. I hope that's how I feel. Hope
No,
it
no,
went
no.
well.
It went very well. I'm sure
Okay.
it's a lot of value adding to me, and there's a lot of beautiful content. I hope viewers get a lot of value, and I think it will inspire someone to be regular with their sadhana, and of course consume the importance of neem and turmeric. Because one of the videos that is most watched in my channel is one which Mukulana gave me. It's actually about neem and turmeric. It's still something that people watch a lot, and they're you know I don't know why that
Anna,
is,
I
but
wanted
there
to
is a
mention
demand
you
for it.
one thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention you one thing today. Today is Monday, Ekadashi, really good
Huh.
day, and
Right.
many people would be doing, fasting and all. But human psychology is such that when you are fasting itself, your body gets into certain panic mode. Okay, because you are not
Mhm.
used to do,
Right.
you know, fasting and all. Even I had this problem because cutting down to 1 meal a day was not easy. I went through a lot of pains. But when I was eating 3 meals a day, I was same weight. 2 meals a day, same weight. Even now, I'll check every day my weight, same weight. Nothing is changed. So don't people should not get panic that they are not able to do. Usually, as for the science, any person, no matter how dirt poor he is, in his body, at least 50,000 calories are there.
Okay.
Okay. So because of that, he can go up to 1 month without eating anything, just on water. It's not
Okay.
a big deal. Dogs do it all the time, and
Right.
they're living only 14 years because of their, you know, uh, fastness of their breath.
Mm.
So when you do lot of fasting and you consume less food and 1 meal, if you It's a recommendation for you. If you cut down to 1 meal a day and do sadhana and genuinely be in that, if you show the consistency, within 1.5 2 years, Anna, your breath rate na will dramatically come down. Very calm. It will come down. Mine is around 10 to 11 right now.
Okay.
10 to 11. That much only I breathe, not 16. I have checked. I have put smartwatches while I'm sleeping and playing and all. And my heart rate is around 60, Anna. If I'm not fasting, it's around 45. If I'm eaten and everything, even if I'm doing like normal activity, not high intense activity, it's around 60.
Oh.
So your blood vessels are completely opened up, so your heart doesn't have to pump a lot, and your cell structure has efficient oxygen so that it doesn't need to breathe a lot. If you do that, you can stay in water also for long sustained period of time. Why are you speaking everything about this? Everybody is living, you are also living. Okay, I get it, but it's just that if you do all these things, time will slow down for you. That's all I'm trying to say. Time will slow down, so your reaction time na compared to anyone else is highest. That's what you want the best version of yourself, means you want to see the world in a slow motion, then only you can be best version of yourself. That's all I can say.
We all love slow motion. We all want to be the Matrix, Neo.
Yes,
And this is
it
yeah.
is, Anna, it is a matrix. It
Yeah.
is a matrix. There is a blue pill, there is a red pill. I'm saying don't consume blue and red pill. Consume Neem and Turmeric and
Yeah.
be in the middle. That's all.
Be the
Both
one.
are traps only. Both are traps, Anna. Left to right, both are traps. That's why you need to be in Shushumna. Not Ida, not Pingala. Middle, always. That's how it is.
Awesome, Anna. So, Anna, back to our rapid fire round. So,
Yes, Anna. Continue.
Yeah. Your favorite non-spiritual book?
Favorite non-spiritual book?
Yeah.
I haven't read any books, Anna.
Novels, nothing.
I'm sorry. You can ask me about movies because I have lost thousands of movies because I had lot of free time. In all languages, thousands of movies. That's how it is.
Then out of those
Don't
all
ask
languages.
book, ask.
Okay, favorite movie, Anna? Out of all those
Movie,
movies.
The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. Western.
Yes,
It's a
very beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Yes. What is your favorite kind of music?
Music, Anna, I like rap music.
Oh,
English.
who's your favorite? Who's the favorite artist?
Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Tupac. I listen to beat should be good and lyrics should be good. That's all.
Okay.
Because it is so materialistic. That's why I love about rap music, because they always talk about their
Material.
jewels, their cars, their girls.
So yeah.
So it's like a ape shit. We call it ape shit. I like to listen to ape shit. Yeah.
So Anna, Linga or Devi? Which temple would you go if you had just one? If you had just like 15 minutes and you have to choose
I will go. I do not go neither both. I do not go I do not go to any other temples. I'll sit in between. There is a just point where Devi you can sit outside. That lamp, the lit up lamp, no, that
in the procession.
Trimurti panel is there, na? Trimurti panel.
Right.
In front of that. So I'll be in dead center, middle.
Oh my God.
Neither Devi nor Linga. I'm in the middle.
This rapid fire is failing, guys. But let's try to get better at it. Okay, now your favorite ashram food. Ashram, when you are in the Bhiksha hall, if there is one food that you can have out of all, which is your favorite, which one is that?
Idiyappam, Anna.
Okay, then what is
because even in the night time I'm saying 1 meal a day, but do not mistake me. In some evening also I'll make ragi millet. I'll add little bit of water and 4-5 spoons of ragi millet, and I add jaggery, and I'll make a porridge and I eat that. Because sleeping empty stomach, it's not much more comfortable. So banana or ragi millet. So because of that, idiyappam is my favorite food.
Right.
And sometimes they make roti and paneer also, that we enjoy. I don't like cheat days. Every full moon day meal something they make. Cheat day, you know that?
I don't know. I have not. What is that on a cheat day? Like
Full
they have
moon dinner, Anna, in ashram.
Oh. Oh yes, yes, I have had. It's very nice, full of juice and everything. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, it's horrible. It's a cheat day. You are not supposed to eat anything. It's like Sadhguru is testing you. See, lo, I have everything in front of you. What you
Yeah.
wanna choose? You have to choose consciously. Actually, it's a
Oh.
test. Don't eat those things.
I disagree, guys. You let's eat.
That's how it is. Every
True.
moment there is a constant test is happening.
Mm,
How you behave, that's how you get rewarded.
right, right.
Every moment is happening. That's how it is.
So, what is the
What
one
else?
food that you don't like, Anna, in the ashram, Bhiksha, which you were like, oh my god, today I have to eat this. Like that one little bit still resistance. Maybe not fully, but a little resistance is still there to that item.
Oh, one meal. I
Is
have
it
to eat one.
ashkar,
Kushal
bidka?
Anna.
Bhiksha, there are a lot of raw food. So, is there some one item in it which you find hard, or everything is okay for you? If that's it, fine. But I just want to know.
Uh, they, I actually like everything, and I don't have any side
Oh,
effects nor allergic. I like it because
right.
once you consume neem and turmeric, na, in the morning, you are willing to consume anything throughout the day.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying don't swallow it, chew it. It
Chew it.
brings you such a awareness and alertness. Your body will start expressing. Then slowly after 15-20 days, there is not a single emotion while you are chewing the neem and turmeric. You are swallowing it, but not a single emotion in your face. That's how I want to see myself and everyone.
So, what is your favorite web series, Anna?
Web series, I watched Mandalorian.
Okay. Oh,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
Star
Yes,
Wars
yes, yes,
Mandalorian.
yes.
Yeah.
Mandalorian, very nice.
Okay. And Peaky Blinders.
Okay, that I haven't watched.
You
It's
know
nice.
Peaky Blinders?
No, no.
Yeah. There is something called Peaky Blinders and True Blood. These are all old series, but
Oh, okay.
I I finished off the movies. Like I've seen so many movies that if I put on net or like HBO, Netflix, or Star Movies or anything, all the movies I already seen. So I don't watch. I stopped watching movies. Even classics also I finished off. Now I just watch old series, all series. That's how it is. Mm.
Who is that one friend that you can depend on even in the middle of the night?
I mean, in financial or like there are, because for everything I have one person. That's why.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
No,
If I
just
want
for your person.
spiritual guidance, I'll look
Yeah.
for Osho or
Okay,
Sadhguru.
okay.
If I want financial, I have my senior instructor. He's CFI, Chief Flying Instructor. So he is also Telugu.
Okay.
So if I want something, just a phone call, he will get it done. That's how it is. I have good contacts.
Nice.
I'm not rich or highly influential person, but I know many people, those who are, including inner circle of Sadhguru. I know people. I know what he does. Before everybody else, I'll come to know what he does. I know.
Awesome, awesome. So, one place that you would like to take a vacation if everything was arranged.
If everything is arranged and I
Yeah.
don't have to come back,
Okay. You don't have to come back. Yeah, you don't have to come
then
back.
Kailash. Then
Kailash.
Kailash.
Oh.
Okay. I'll live. I live there as long as I possible.
Right,
I don't
right,
have
right.
to come back.
What do you have? What if you have to come back?
If I have to come back, I'll come back to.
What is that place you have to go to if you have to come back to your job and everything? It's like a 1 week trip or a 2 week trip.
Only 1 week, 2 week trip means Himalayas, Anna.
Okay.
Himalayas are the best place, Anna.
Okay.
Because there is so much inflammation in the body. If you go
Right.
there, na,
Huh.
everything comes down to it. That's how it is.
I think I'm gonna name this podcast just Neem and Turmeric and inflammation.
Name it, Anna.
Awesome, awesome, Kushal Anna. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining.
Anna. Thank you.
Thank you. So,
Thank you for giving me space and time, Anna, to express
Arre.
myself. Because after Bhaspandana, I guess this is the only time I spoke
Right.
to anyone with this much of openness.
Thank you, Anna. It's a big
Namaskaram, Anna.
privilege for me. So before we let you leave, Anna, anything last that you would like to leave the audience with, or something that you would like to share and tell them? Someone who is, maybe listening to it for the first time, is not into any practices, or maybe someone, maybe since you're a pilot might be listening to you. What would you like to tell them?
Our batch is completely different animals, Anna. They don't care about these things.
Is it?
They
Oh,
are
is it?
different. They are
Okay.
different. Oh, but in our academy and all, when my instructors or students or anybody else, whatever I spoke to you, if I have if they are willing or in that moment, if they are open, I will tell them. They'll listen. And mainly they have brought change, not to like yogasanas or sadhana or nothing, anything like that, but I'm able to change their diet. Not only them, many people I changed their diet. Literally, I changed the diet. So easiest thing to convince people is diet, Anna, because everybody is so interested in diet only.
Right.
Sadhana, they won't do. They don't wanna do it. That's it. For people, new people means our ashram people or any people who is watching, what I can say. Okay.
Yeah.
So for those who are familiar to our podcast and you and Sadhguru and all are new people. See, there are tools and yoga sutras are there. How you use them, utilize them, it's completely depend upon them. Whether you are learning from them or you are participating in program, there is nobody around, just you and whoever is standing in front of you are teaching. Either you consider yourself as your own self or Sadhguru, because everybody wants to look up to somebody. So if you want to look up to Sadhguru and everyone else also, you should have to look them also as Sadhguru only. But know that they are just there to push you certain limit. After that words, you have to go by yourself. Coconut tree is there, they're gonna put you there, but climbing the top is your responsibility. Yes, Sadhguru says, I will take care of everything. I will also say he will take care of everything, but not this moment. Yes, this moment he is taking care of things. Yes, I agree. But if you are taking responsibility, you will be much more aware of yourself and your actions. But if you simply say Sadhguru will take care and you doing your own, clown thing, then there will be a consequence for you, and you have to take that consequences as a Sadhguru also. If you are willing to do that, leave it everything to Sadhguru. If you don't want consequences, don't leave to Sadhguru. You take the responsibility. And don't talk much about Sadhguru and explaining this and that to others. Because speaking, you are spending your prana, Anna. You are wasting your life. Nothing gonna happen. Silence, shunya, shunya, shunya. That is the only thing I can say. Don't talk much about Sadhguru. It's a waste of time. You just be. Be silent. Pursue. Pursue. That's all.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay, Anna.
Thank you so much. And your Instagram handle, I'll also link in the description so that people can message you if they want. So, okay, Anna, namaskaram. Thank you for
Namaskaram,
joining
Anna.
us.
Good day.